What did you just find in his mouth?
A piece of shrimp from about 30 minutes ago.
Wow, Ryder. So it's really important when you guys are trying to lose weight that you chew your food. Like literally let it dissolve in your mouth. I mean, I'm not joking. That's an actual tip for losing body fat, for losing weight. Chew your food, half your digestion, or not half, but the digestive process starts in the mouth. So Ryder over here is about to chew on a boob. But he was chewing his shrimp for 30 minutes. The wisdom of babes.
What are you eating?
Same thing I've eaten like almost every meal for the last 2 months.
This might be a record, right? You've always been into the consistency, but I think this meal has won over all other meals that you've made.
The thing is, it's infinitely variable in like taste and texture. And once you... Alright, so that guy Sean Baker who eats steak all day every day.
Yeah.
I'm as good at making fried eggs as Sean Baker is at making steaks.
Wow.
Something I know how to do. I know how to make fried eggs, beautiful babies.
Yeah, you're good at both of those things.
I'm just kidding. Alright, so check it out. Seasonal affective disorder. How many people get really bummed out when you can't go outside in the sun?
Oh, everybody.
I get like consciously bummed out.
Yeah.
But it's not just like oh, I'm so sad I can't go out in the sun, I can't go outside and, you know, play in nature. There's more going on than just that. We've got so much light. There's so much in our body that's just activated by light, by certain frequencies of light. But what this light does, it gives you light in the red and near infrared range. These are frequencies that we get from the early morning sun. But to get the amount of these specific frequencies of light just from the sun would take like 80 to 120 minutes for most people under peak conditions near the equator. So this is a way that I can essentially soak up some of this light, activate the mitochondria, which actually, when looking at the work of Dr. Gerald Pollack, really interesting, the fourth phase of water. When water is exposed to light in certain frequencies, in the red range, also UV, it will charge separate. So when I get that puffiness here in the eyes, it's an inflammatory response. My body's sending water up there for whatever reason in the morning. Maybe I'm sensitive to, you know, fungal stuff that tends to grow when we have a lot of water and moisture in the air. Whatever it is, this thing goes in there and I can literally feel it removing that inflammation. Like this warmth from the near infrared spectrum, I can feel it sucking out that stuff. So that's why, like a weirdo, I sit out here butt naked on my porch and I eat breakfast in front of a blinding red light panel that cost me 1/16 of a Bitcoin. I'm out. No more.
We started putting...
How many times have we made this cake in the last week? This is the fourth one we've made.
Yeah.
Because we make 2 at a time.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to make a layer cake. But
We've made it before. We just haven't made it to the final stage yet of putting frosting on it because I keep eating it before that happens. I keep finding excuses.
It goes in the fridge.
How do you not get fat when Jessica makes all these delicious foods?
People ask it. It's a real question.
You eat your protein first. So before I had this, I had eggs and meatballs and chlorella, which I didn't even show. And then I have this afterwards when I'm not as hungry. But today I'm probably not going to eat till the afternoon, so I'm having a big ass breakfast. Get those clouds. Those clouds are...
Now Ryder wants to jump. Do you see Ryder's little banana in his hand like him?
I see Ryder's pants. It's all about the basics, the fundamentals. I think the top athletes in the world, the top performers in whatever field, do you think they get there through just flippantly dilly-dallying around and screwing around? No. They get there through years of repetition, through years of practice of the basics, of the fundamentals,
and that ease and the fluidity that you perceive in these top athletes' movement, those are not achieved just because they're naturally gifted. That effortlessness and that ease only comes with practice. And it's the same thing with diet. I eat the same breakfast every single day. I've had the same breakfast every day for like a month. Today I had the same thing for dinner as I had for breakfast. It's not because I'm not creative. It's not because I don't know what else to make. It's because that's my foundation. Those are my fundamentals, and those are the basics for me. You know, my staple meal, it's simple. It's freaking delicious. Keeps my body lean, keeps my body strong, and it fuels me. It gives me the energy I need for the day. At this point, my ability to make the perfect fried egg, for me, is unrivaled. That's not because I'm just really gifted at making eggs, but it's because I do it every single day. I consistently get in sufficient protein. I'm consistently fueling my body with fat. I consistently keep my carbs low. That's my habit. That's my foundation. I got nothing else to fall back on at this point. It takes about 21 days of engaging in a new habit or a new movement pattern to completely rewire the nervous system and the brain. So 21 days of giving yourself a nutrient-dense, ketogenic breakfast will ingrain that habit strongly so that you don't really have to think about it. So if you're starting out a ketogenic diet, practice the basics. Get insufficient protein, 0.8 grams per pound of your lean body mass. Fat is your energy source. If you're trying to lose body fat, you can burn fat from your plate or you can burn fat from your body. It's your choice. And carbs, stay low. A simple diet, you cut the carbs low, you get sufficient protein. You don't need astronomical amounts of protein. I'm not here fetishizing protein, but you don't need to be afraid of it. And fat's what you're burning for energy. Every morning I wake up, I make 2 to 3 fried eggs. It's been duck eggs lately. And Jessica pre-prepares Mama's Best meatballs from her first book, the Ketogenic Edge Cookbook. She's been doing those with 100% beef heart lately. I just eat that every morning. I heat up the meatballs while I'm cooking the eggs. I throw some butter or olive oil, coconut oil, or whatever preferred fat source of the day I want to use. I eat my food and I get on with my day so I can focus on life, on living, on doing other stuff, because that's what my diet's here for. The diet's not here to set me apart from other people or to give me some sort of identity. The diet's here to allow me to thrive. The diet's here to allow my body to function in a way that allows me to enjoy life and to enjoy all the precious moments that I'm given here. So let's ask ourselves every day, what habits am I consciously building on? What are my foundational habits that inform my behavior throughout the day? Whether that be concerning diet, movement, spiritual life, emotional, psychosocial life. What habits are we consciously building upon, and what habits are we unconsciously engaged in? What habits are we unconsciously engaged in every day? What habits are unconsciously keeping us from moving forward with our life, beckoning us back into mind states that we don't want to be in, into habits of diet, of treating ourselves and others in ways that aren't beneficial to us and those around us. Those cycles can be broken, but first we got to become conscious of them, and through repetition and discipline, we replace them. So what habits are you consciously building on today? And what habits do you need to focus on consciously building on more? You can find more at primaledgehealth.com.